Coming to you from the center of the universe in Lipsick, Wisconsin, it's the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast.
Holy shit, that was loud. Welcome to episode 94 of the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast. I'm Tom.
Kyle.
Al.
Hot Rod Beth.
So we're all here.
In person.
In person.
Holy cow.
Person. Yeah, just had some fantastic wings. God, I wonder where the guy had them made. I don't know where that would be. Sweating like a pig, got stuff going in my eye. It's great.
That's awesome.
Anywho,
Yeah, wipe your eyes after eating devil's spit.
I was very
pickles.
careful where to,
Just think of all the chickens walking around with no arms.
I know. Terrible, ain't it?
I don't feel bad at all.
That's why there was a picture when we were little. We used to go to Kelly's out in Hooperville, and
Hooterville.
Hooperville,
Oh, okay.
Hooperville.
kind of like between
I know what
Columbus,
you were thinking.
between Columbus and Randolph, and they used to have frog legs.
Ew.
Oh, I used to love frog legs. I ate
Oh.
the shit out of frog legs.
Tastes like chicken.
They did.
That's bullshit.
No, they did.
They
Yeah,
do.
he jumped right at him.
Besides, if I want something that tastes like chicken, guess what?
You're gonna eat a
I
chicken.
don't-
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. But anyway,
Frog legs taste like frog legs.
Dad, I remember Dad showed me a picture of a frog in a wheelchair with no legs coming out of a kitchen. I still ate him after that, but I kind of felt just a little bit bad.
Never knew your dad, but I think I'd like him.
Yeah, he was something. Very Kyle-esque. I'm a little bit more out there, where I'll just say
really?
shit, and then Kyle's got that sly say it, and then you got to think about it for a minute thing.
So that's where I get it from.
That's probably where you get it from.
So I never met him either.
Yeah.
He died just a little less than a year before I was born.
Yep, he sure did. So Sunday we went to Beaver Dam Cars and Coffee. Here again, once again, a pretty big crowd. What do you think, about 70 cars, Kyle?
Yeah. Yeah, they had both sides of that parking lot filled up. It was a pretty good size. A little
Yep.
bit down the middle.
And a lot of neat stuff. There's a Mustang there that fuel injected and everything. Was like a 66 or something like that, a Shelby Mustang. That was a super cool car. A couple drag cars and a fire truck from Beaver Dam from when I was a kid, which hard to believe that would be an antique now, but it is. So there was that, and I think they're going to have that show again next year, so make sure you put that on your schedule. It'll be the first Sunday of June, July, and August at out in front of Hometown Glass. It's a great show. But coming up this weekend is going to be Simcoe. If you guys never been to Simcoe, make sure that you get up there and check that show out. It goes Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We'll be up there Saturday. Al, you're still going with us, right? Saturday
I'm
night?
going. You bet.
Al's going to experience Simcoe at night.
Oh,
So,
boy.
I
Yeah,
haven't done that either yet.
yeah.
You'll
so-
find me in the river.
Imagine that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Bring your shorts.
with night vision, you
Who
hear a
needs
guy.
shorts?
You'll just hear a guy with night vision in the
Yeah, because
In
they'll
the
be
brush
searching for Al.
yeah. Here's Al.
Yeah, that'd be me.
But more on that in a little bit. Coming up tonight, though, we got a very big shoe. As what was that guy's name again?
Ed Sullivan.
Ed Sullivan. Very big shoe. We got Allie from Iola is going to be on. We have Brandon Miller from Meltdown Drags will be on, and we had Tom Moore that drives a drag car from Plainfield. Talked a little bit about that. He'll be on a little while later. And yeah, it was.
And
And?
Leann Pomeroy.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about Leann. Leann will be on here too. So
What's wrong
like I
with you?
said,
Well, you only introed her like 10 times. You
Right.
think you'd
yeah, you
remember
think
you
I'd
had her on the show
remember,
tonight.
but I don't have it written down. So if I don't have it written down, it just goes away somewhere. I don't know where all that memory goes that I used to have.
I have it.
So, oh yeah, I forgot to bring this up because we didn't get a chance to talk about it last week because we recorded on Sunday. What'd you think of the grilled cheese? For those of you listening, following along, we finally got the grilled cheese on Tuesday night. Jumper
did.
finally came through. What did you think?
You know, I really wanted to come on and say it was terrible or something, just to poke fun at Jumper, but I can't. Jumper, it was great. It was really good.
Yeah, for the equipment he had to bring with him, it was good.
Just
Yeah.
don't let that go to your head, all right, Jumper?
It
Yeah.
was pretty good.
Yeah.
I was very disappointed that I had to share mine, but that's okay. I don't mind. It was good.
It was probably, I mean, for the grilled cheese that I've had on a bearing heater, that was probably the
Yeah.
best one I ever had.
Good seasoned pan.
It was definitely seasoned. He said he cleaned it mostly. But yeah, it was fantastic. So now I don't know what the hell we're going to write him about anymore, but
We'll find something.
yeah, I'm sure there'll be something.
He made it sound like he made it in the pizza oven.
Oh,
didn't
he
make-
used the pizza oven. He used his thing that he brought with him. He had
Okay.
he had an operation going on in there.
Uh-huh.
You know, LP
Yeah.
torch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of LP torches, what did Chrissy think of Hot Rod Tuesday on her first trip?
She thought it was wild. She was wow.
Yeah. Gets to be-
Okay, enough about me. What did she think of the show?
Oh, well, she was just thrilled with the show, too, besides you. But no, she thought it was great. Her and Richie will be back for their last show.
Good.
Okay.
So-
Good.
Next show, I thought she said you'd be back for the 11th.
The next show.
Yeah, the next show.
Next
okay.
show, yep.
All right. Yeah, and she said it was a really cool show, and then there was eye candy with Al. That's what she told me. I
I don't
told
know
her.
what
Yeah,
you
her
did,
vision
but-
must be pretty bad.
Yeah,
Poor
well,
girl.
Yeah. Well, I told her you were wearing your tight pants just for her,
Yep.
and she noticed.
Yep, she jumped in my car real fast.
I
We're
don't blame her.
going? Yep, we're leaving.
All right. So we said we got a pretty big show coming up. So Kyle, if people want to listen to us or find out more about the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast, how do they do that?
By going to Facebook or TikTok or Instagram, search for the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast and YouTube. Look for the blue logos. The blue logo is the podcast page.
One of the things we started this year is car show conversations, and I have those, some of them up on our website. So HotRodTuesdayPodcast.com. I changed it all over here just the other day, so I think there's 6 of them on there, and I got a few more to go that I have to get edited up and everything like that. So basically what we do is we find people at a car show where we like their car. It might not be the most perfect car out there, but the car's got a story, the person's got a story, and that's what we're looking for. And we'd like to showcase people like that, you know,
Got a story.
that people that have a story. Yeah, and it's pretty nice that way. We got to meet a lot of cool people doing that. So with that, we want to thank our sponsors for the 26 Hot Rod Tuesday car shows. We want to thank Precision Stripping Tires and Grilled Cheese from Reeseville, even though he's retired as of today.
No, that's right.
He retired on the 1st. Bruce's Classic Restorations, LLC from the Slinger Metro area. M&S Fabrication from Juneau. We got to talk to Bob and Kim quite a bit at the car show on Sunday.
More hot dog knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a big fan of the slow simmered hot dog.
I ain't going there.
Yeah.
You would have had a lot of fun on Sunday with that conversation.
Yep.
All I can think about is you.
Yeah.
It was funny. Like, what would you be throwing into this right now?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know.
Get us thrown out of the car show.
Oh, well.
But it's DNA. No, never mind. And then finally, Rocky's Tree Service donated on behalf of the Dodgeland FFA alumni. Also, if you're listening to, speaking of Dodgeland FFA alumni, Dodgeland Athletics.
The athletic director called me today and said he is pulling out of the fundraising next week. So if you want to come to our show next Tuesday and fundraise for your charity, organization, whatever it might be, you can provide the food, send us a message, and we'll let you know what you need to know.
Yep. Otherwise, if we don't get anybody, we won't have any food for next time around.
She better get some pizzas in the bar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be a lot of pizza cooking.
Yep.
I'm thinking Beth's Barbecue.
Yeah, no.
Oh, we know a guy that makes grilled cheese over in Reeseville.
Right? Maybe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Could you see him flipping them things? Holy shit.
Call him.
Next week, we are going to have Napa of Waupun night for door prizes. We got a ton of stuff from Napa, a lot of tools and a lot of cool stuff like that. Also, on the opening night, we had Greg Schwartz Agency that offers Hagerty Insurance. They had a bunch of stuff that we gave away on that first night. And Crafty Creations by Shelby donated a bunch of stuff. And also Dwayne from Motostatic donated a bunch of T-shirts. We still have some of them left, don't we, Kyle? A couple of
I
T-shirts.
wasn't listening to you. What?
We still have some of the T-shirts left from Motostatic.
I believe we do have a couple for each show, yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, we got a
Thank
bunch
you,
of stuff.
Dwayne. Good friend
Yeah.
of ours.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
rocks. You got
Yeah.
some posters, too, to give out? Or did you give them all away?
We don't have any posters left anymore. We're all done
All
with
those went?
posters.
We had-
The posters for the pictures.
Yeah.
No, we got a couple left for each show.
Oh, okay.
Yep, they're. I thought,
I just
forgot about that.
I was checking the posts about the open spot next week. and somebody commented on that post, get the grilled cheese dude to make sandwiches.
There you go. There you go.
Get on it, Jumper.
Yep, let's get them here.
But anyway, if you need to get a hold of us for the car show, you can call us at 920-306-1411. Get a hold of us.
Hang on, what was that again?
Shut up. Yeah. Get a hold of us at Hot Rod Tuesday Podcast at gmail.com. You can send us an email, or you can go on Facebook on either Hot Rod Tuesday Car Show or Hot Rod Tuesday Podcast and send us a message saying you're looking to help us out with the food on August 11th. So other than that, coming up next is going to be Tom Moore, driver of a certain car out of Plainfield, Wisconsin. And no, it's not a 1949 Ford, but it's close. So hang on for that. You're going to love it. Hey, guys, we met this guy at the Meltdown Drags down in Byron, Illinois a couple weeks ago. The car was freaking phenomenal. Welcome to the show, Tom Moore.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys.
So we're just going to start out, talk about what your car is. I mean, before we get into the name of it and everything, just talk about your car and what the car is, and we'll kind of go from there.
63 Chevy Nova, two-door original SS car, converted over to straight axle gasser. This past winter was my pet project with it.
Oh,
So
cool.
owned
So
it
it's
for
First year on
somewhere
the
around
track.
20 years. Pardon?
Is it the first year on the track for that then?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, as soon as I got home, I posted a picture from what I believe was 2007 was the last time that car was on the track. So I took the new picture, posted next to the old picture. But
Okay.
yeah, I've owned it for pushing 20 years.
Okay.
I had a 68 Chevelle front end prior to the gasser look.
Okay. And that's got a big block, right? Or is that a small block car?
No, it's a small block car.
Oh, that's right.
at the
We talked
Meltdown
about that. Yeah, we talked about that. I forgot when I talked to you before. So, yeah, talk a little bit. I mean, without giving away secrets, talk about the engine a little bit.
So no secrets there. It was a donor motor out of my Bel Air. It's 83, nothing crazy, probably around 500 horse. Greg at Greg Speed Shop's currently building a small block for it, and without
That'll be
rushing
good.
and put too much pressure on, we just didn't want it. Didn't want to rush it into it to have it for the Meltdown, so I used my donor motor. He's currently working on that, so it's
Oh.
a fun car with the motor. It was a good opportunity for me to shake out the new suspension and everything with a little milder horsepower than what we're anticipating it having.
Yeah, like I said, after we saw your car, then we got a video of you doing your last run of the night. And it pulled the front wheels up right off the launch. It looked like it launched hard, drove straight. And for being first time out on the track with a straight axle, I think that's a pretty good turnout.
It did. It handled real well. It didn't really tune or dial much at all. The rear suspension was set up before. I've done a few other straight axle cars, so I had pretty good baseline to go into this build with it.
Okay.
And like you said, that last hit I took on Saturday, I knew it was my last one. The temperature dropped a little bit, so I told my wife and daughter, get your camera out. So I'm either going to blow this thing up or going to give it its best time. So we did the latter. It was a fun run.
So let me ask you this, just for my own knowledge. When you set those cars up, about how much caster do you put in the front axle of those just to keep them going straight?
I gotta look back at my notes to get the number, but the toe in on them and
Well,
the caster is way more than you would on a stock ride, just because
Sure.
you're going in a straight line.
Yeah, I've always
It doesn't like to turn.
Perfect. Then you got it up done right, and you don't have to give me the exact number. I was just kind of curious if you knew it off the top of your head. All right. So one of the other cool things with the Meltdown Drags, or any vintage drag racing for that matter, is the cars at the time. So those of you who aren't familiar with it, this is a vintage drag racing series or race that they do down at Byron. They got vintage drag racing. They have the Fallout in help me out, Rock Falls, and there's another one too down at Union Grove, the out of sight drags. So I mean, a lot of it around there that you can see. But one of the things I think where drag racing got its popularity, you know, obviously they did the win on Sunday, sell on Monday. That was a big thing. But the cars themselves, I think, had personality, right? And along with that personality, people would name their cars. So with you,
Yeah, why is it so fitting that you dug up an engine for this car from another car?
There was absolutely no way that car was not going to be at Meltdown this year. I waited up till midnight on January 1st, had my pre-approval set in. Yeah. So the backstory on the name: we live in Plainfield, Wisconsin. We're notorious for very few things, but I think one of them everyone knows.
Who's that?
So,
I'm just kidding. We'll just leave him out of it.
So when it came time, it actually stemmed from my intentions were really to never name it. We have a K&A Speed Shop logo. That's kind of our family crest, if you will, that I plaster on everything, and we push pretty hard. So I wanted to put that on the door. My daughter, 10-year-old Kennedy, she is absolutely obsessed with this form of racing. She has been for a number of years, from the fallout, from out of sight. She's the one that really started hounding me, telling me that I had to come up with a name for it. That nobody says, hey, there's the K&A Speed Shop Nova. They say there's whatever, the Golden Sands Nova. You know?
Yeah.
They got to be named. So talking to a few other people, they convinced me it needed to be named. So I racked my brain, and everything I came up with was just cheesy. Couldn't come up with anything that either wasn't done or just seemed like you're trying too hard. So like most good ideas I have, it spawned with alcohol and shop time. So
Yes.
One night, we're all sitting around one night, we're all joking and talking about the car. And I said, you know what? Hell with it. I'm just going to name it the Butcher, seeing how we're from Plainfield. We all got a good laugh out of it, you know. And well, after that, I kept diving in, going down the road to cheesy names and this and that. And I said, there's nothing else I can name it. It's time to recognize where we're from, and hell with it. So we came up with the name The Butcher.
You know, in any other sport, that would probably be, I don't know, maybe frowned upon. But with the vintage drag racing, with the drag racing in general, it just fits.
It does.
You know, it I don't even know how else to explain it. There's not a better named car out there that I've ever seen. And there's some fun ones. There's a Hoochie Mama. There's a King Rat. There's Novocaine. There's, I'm drawing a blank on it.
We got a kick out of the sandwich maker.
And what was her name?
At the
What was her
Meltdown.
name that drove that then?
I don't remember. I just know it was a gal. I said, look at that sandwich maker. That's pretty clever.
Yeah, but no, you know, and it's really, really cool. So you got to do this Meltdown show, and my son Kyle here, he got to see it for the first time ever. We went last year. It was not the same. And we're going to have Brandon Miller on here in a few minutes talking about Meltdown, and there might be another one coming up. But it had to be cool to be part of that whole thing. So why don't you elaborate on that a little bit? What was it like? What did it mean to you to go under that big Meltdown Drags banner and participate?
Well, it was huge. It was honestly goosebumps. I raced that track years ago, you know, back in 2006, 2007, prior to the Meltdowns. We did a bunch of shootout events, a bunch of nostalgic shows. We do Fallout, we do Out of Sight, you know, all of them. But this one, with the hype around it, with the amount of vehicles, with the traction it got, quite frankly, from across the country. And there was a lot of familiar faces there, but a lot of cars were just familiar from magazines or YouTube clips, you know. So to see them all come together in one area truly was phenomenal. You know, the amount of Sega group that came up to join in the fun, you know, it was very much an awe. I was very impressed with the amount of runs I got. I never expected to get 3 runs a day just for the volume of cars.
Right.
I don't want to say I didn't have a blast, and I really enjoyed running, but I probably had just as much, if not more, fun watching everything else. I mean, that's the downside to waiting in staging lanes, is you miss all the action. Where there it was just nonstop. They got you through the staging lanes fast, and then you could watch the show till 10, 11 o'clock at night. It was just unbelievable.
Those A-gas cars were insane.
Mm-hmm.
That just incredible how fast they were. So anyway, we're all going to get T-shirts. So when you put your order in, let me know. I'll make sure we all get one here. And
Gotta have one.
we talked about it before. We have 2 car shows left. We have the 11th and the 25th.
Yeah.
Any chance you'll be able to make it down for either one of those? I'm putting you on a spot in front of tens of people right now.
No, you're not. I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass because we've been creeping on you guys since we talked, you know, and it looked like last week's show was pretty cool.
Yeah,
and we talked about going.
we were packed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
that's awesome. We talked about going, and we even talked about it today, but we're live our life, you know, 2 days behind at all times. We're getting ready for Simcoe.
Yeah.
So, of course, I got to get mini bikes going, getting ready for another go-kart race tomorrow, the weekend. There's so much going on, we weren't able to make it. But, yeah, our intention is to to get this thing loaded up and drag it down there before you call it a season.
Perfect. So we're going to be at Simcoe Saturday afternoon about 5 o'clock. You're going to be there then?
Hell yeah, we'll be there.
All right. We have to get together and get a picture. If you don't mind, I think that'd be wonderful.
Yep, absolutely.
Other than that, hey, thanks for calling in. Thanks for sharing the car. Kyle, put some more pictures up there, and maybe you can put the video out again of that awesome launch that you had. But, yeah, what a phenomenal race car. Everything about it was cool. Stripes by Wade. Wade's
Awesome.
one of the best that you can get. I just can't say enough about that car. It was absolutely phenomenal. So thank
Wade's
you.
Great. That was a soft launch with a small motor. There's bigger and better things coming.
Yeah. Well, I imagine if Greg's building you another one, that motor's going to be really pissed off. So it'll be one of those
the
things.
directions when I dropped it off were make it stupid, and he took that challenge to heart. So
I can just see the smile on his face.
Yeah. It was probably one of these.
Stupid you want. Yeah. Stupid you want. Stupid you get.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Tom, thanks so much for calling in, and don't be a stranger. And maybe we can get some wintertime updates on what we're doing with the Butcher for next year.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
The Hot Rods, beer and bullshit. It's the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast. Oh, Hot Rods, beer and bullshit. It's the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast.
Guys, this one's really an honor for me. You hear us talk about the Meltdown Drags all the time. We got one of the guys behind it, Brandon Miller, all the way from North Carolina. Brandon, thanks for coming on our podcast.
Is this thing on?
Well,
Sadly, yeah.
like I said to everybody else, you're listening. We got tens of people listening to us. So, so
I just threw him off. Look at that.
So we got. We were down at the Meltdown Drags, and what you guys captured there was nothing short of phenomenal. And I just wanted to say from Kyle and I, everybody here at the podcast, excellent job on the Meltdown Drags. Excellent job.
Thank you.
So thanks for calling in. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Anyway, so tell us, how did Meltdown Drags come to be? Because we know there was an 8-year absence of the Meltdown Drags. How did it come? How did the Meltdown Drags 10 come to be?
Well, let's see. Let's rewind 2 years now, I guess, or a year and a half or so. I've been going back up from North Carolina, flying up to the Fallout, which is our sister event that was started.
Yep.
They just did number 10 last year, and so I was, I'd fly up for that, and we were sitting there one night, just kind of by the campfire, and I started just talking about, like, hey, we got to do it again, because down south here, there is a lot of talk all the time. Every time I would go to one of the races down here, everybody would ask about the Meltdown, and is it going to do this, is it going to do that? And so, I got Paul and Smokey pretty drunk, and convinced them that this was a good idea. And that was, it just kind of just started rolling from there. And that's the rest is, as they say, history.
It was nothing short of phenomenal. So I can tell you from the fan aspect, from the people just watching, and like I said, it was Kyle's first time at the Meltdown Drags, as he was in the military when the last ones were going off.
Thank you for your service, Kyle.
Thank you.
One of the things that I mentioned to him too is that the guys that even have obviously the race car guys are going to pound the hell out of their stuff. The guys that have the sweet looking 55 Chevys and everything like that have the 4-speeds, they are beating those cars to within an inch of their life. And it is so cool to see. And nobody's winning $1 million for winning a race at the Meltdown Drags. I'm sure there might be some fun stuff going on in the pits, like I can beat you. No, you can't. Yeah, I can.
Yep.
But to see these guys race these cars it was in 1966.
I was always picturing Grumpy with his cigar going down the drag strip.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
those guys are going down.
Good. What's really interesting, you kind of hit on it right there with the Meltdown, is that there are no trophies, there are no payouts, there's no anything like that. There's nothing. And, and we never have, and we never will. And it's supposed to be around the fact that everybody kind of gets together, takes the pressure off from all these other races that people might be involved in, like Sega and some of those events where they're actually really competing, and they get up,
Right.
they come up here and they get to have fun. And that's the idea, is it's straight up fun. So you will see people sometimes push their stuff even farther than they were expecting,
Right.
and hey, I mean, they're breaking stuff they haven't broken before because they're just doing a little bit extra, but they're having a blast. And we wanted to create an environment where there was no competitive pressure other than when you're at the light and you're sitting there next to whoever you're sitting next to. That's your moment of pressure. You're not thrashing in the pits. You're not trying to make your next round. You're not trying to do any of that. In between, you're having a blast, and you're watching everybody else and just enjoying the event. And that's why we also kind of refer to it as an event as opposed to a race, because that makes it but there's so much more to it also.
Yeah, there's no ladder or nothing, and just go have fun.
No. Yep.
When to put it all in perspective, we also had Tom Moore on the show, driver of the Butcher of Plainfield car, just because
The name is awesome.
Yeah, that is the best car ever, and he got this. We had a really cool perspective from his view too. What it was like to race at the Meltdown Drags, and everybody says the same thing. It's such a cool event, and I don't know what it is about the place. There's just a feel. I mean, you can go to other events too, and you don't get that same feel as you do at the Meltdown. So thank you for putting that together for us to give us that. I don't know how to explain it. It was just excitement to see the next round, and to see who was coming up next, to see the dragsters, see.
And I like seeing a Ranchero gasser. Since
that's cool.
I have my 64 here. That's for the regular street, and then seeing that 65 Ranchero gasser was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, I mean, that really, again, you're kind of like hanging on really, really, really what it's about, right? And that's the whole idea, is that we want people, whether you brought a car or whether you're watching, to have, like, it's not Disney, not, any of that kind of stupid stuff, but I mean, it's like there's something everywhere you turn, there's something going on. You can go enjoy the swap meet. You can go enjoy, like some of the vendors we had. You can go, the idea behind it was, again, to create an atmosphere that lasted from, kind of dusk till dawn, or, dawn, or the opposite.
Yeah.
We didn't set midnight. But, it's like,
Right.
you had something
It would be
going
a fun
on.
way to do it, though.
Yeah, it would. The neighbors are going to be mad, but,
Yeah,
hey.
one night they're fine.
It's not my paycheck for a fine or anything. That's the whole thing, right? Is that, when you've got, I think about all sorts of different events that I went to when I was younger, or whatever they might be, and, the old street rod days or whatever it is, and you'd go to some of these places and they would have, like, you could just wander around and there was just other stuff to do, and other stuff to go look at. And so by creating that environment, and everybody got used to that environment and understood what it was, I think that's one of the longevity pieces of the Meltdown, is that people know what it's going to be, right?
Yep.
And people, for their first time, they don't necessarily know, but when they get there, they find out that they've never seen anything like it. Like, they've never gone anywhere that handles, horsepower and cars and gasoline and smoke and beer the way we do that, and that's great.
One of the things too, if you just go to this place and if you go to the Meltdown Drags and just go sit in a grandstand, you're missing out. And I'm gonna go back to NHRA. So when you watch NHRA on TV, people are like, "Well, the grandstands are empty." Show the pits. So just like the NHRA, Meltdown Drags is no exception. You get your ticket. Your ticket's a pit pass. You can go talk to the drivers. You can see what they're doing. You can walk from car to car to car. You can walk down the staging lanes. You can see these cars up close and personal. Some of the video and pictures that we got were awesome, just because of the vantage points that were allowed just for us being normal spectators. We didn't have any special press credentials or anything like that. We just went in there and we took some pictures and we saw the stuff that we got to see, and it was like we were right there on top of everything.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is that when we're standing there working it, right, and we're kind of like, we've got our heads on swivels and all that kind of stuff, looking around, making sure things are flowing and whatever, and then you see somebody like stopping to take out of the bite out of their hot dog, as like Night Stalker from down in South Carolina just about rolls over them. It's like, this is an active race area, like
Yeah.
but everybody can go everywhere. And the other part that's really awesome is when you see like maybe the older people, whatever, that they've brought their grandkids, and as everybody keeps getting older and everything else, right? I mean, there's always generations coming, and the fact that we fostered this environment then also kind of just infects the racers and everything else. So when they bring their kids up there, they're like, hey, hop in the car, hop in the dragster, hop in the, whatever. And those are all things that it's like that's like, if you looked at the recipe, there's 1,000 ingredients in our recipe.
Right.
It's not water, tire smoke, hit the lights, right? I mean, everything's got to go the way it's got to go, and the vibe's got to be the way the vibe's got to be, and that's how it works.
And we got to ride that a little bit too at our last car show. We had Bobo brought out Aqualung, and he fired that up and drove it out in grand fashion. So that was pretty cool. So people got to see that, and but yeah. So anybody that's been following Meltdown Drags online, seen this question about 647,000 times. I'm going to ask it.
Is Smokey's hair real? It is,
okay.
Actually. I mean,
okay. So before we get to the big question that everybody's wondering about, we talked a little bit before about the pinup contest. Would you share the couple stories you told me about the pinup contest? Because we after hearing what you did, I volunteered. Me and Alan, Kyle, and Beth. We're going to be emceeing I think it isn't 100% for sure yet, but I volunteered to MC a pinup contest at Christmas time. We went last year and we laughed like schoolgirls, and we're looking forward to it. So now, I guess for me, I'm looking for a little bit of advice here. Just share a couple of the stories that you have and whatever kind of advice you can give us for emceeing a pinup contest.
Yeah, that was something that I fell into. Boy, I don't know what Meltdown it was, but it was a while back, and it was funny as I came up to see my friends and everything else, and they said, hey, you want to help? I started helping and whatever, and they gave me a shirt and it said Jim on it. Okay, that was it. It just said Jim, and I'm like, whatever. So I put the shirt on, Then I get up there on stage to MC it, and I actually started talking German. Just for no good reason, like German accent, everything else. And they started calling me Jim from Sweden. And so, and I remember one of the pinup girls came up and she's like, are you really from Sweden? And I spit out every piece of German I remembered from sophomore year of high school at Brookfield Central, and it made no sense. It's like I told her we're going water skiing and then, something else. I don't know. But the idea was to come up with, we had the first person would say, hey, where are you from? Everything else. And then they would come to me and I would ask them just some random off-ball question, innuendo, whatever it might be, something that I could come up with really kind of on the spot. And, the first versions of these way back when, to play off of all that stuff and what to do, one of the ladies came up and she was there from Kansas, and she had came with our friends Kevin Dark with his Falcon. Well, the Falcon thing is the wheat missile. He's from Kansas, right? And she came up there and announced to the crowd she was there with the meat missile. So it opens up the book, right? And I mean, I was actually I don't even know how far I should go with it. Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, the meat missile, huh? Well, anyway, so fast forward all these years now, and here we are. And, this is where it starts to make me feel old, because as I do my little, try to figure out, I'm trying to listen to what Cassandra is saying about their bios and everything. And I try to pick stuff out of that and whatever, play on words. And as an example, one of them was Ruby Lawless. If you're listening, Ruby, shout out, right? But, so Ruby's question was, Ruby, do you ever take your love to town? And it was it flatlined. I'm sitting there, I'm like, what? And, you know, I'm looking out at the crowd, and the crowd, you know, like there's a lot of people I can see people in my age group laughing, you know, and, you know, I'm like, okay, well, you know, some of them got it. It's Kenny Rogers, right?
Yep.
And then the other good one was, oh boy, what was it? Oh, I don't know why, but I'm a huge fan, or I don't know why I said this, but I'm a huge fan of Airplane, Mel Brooks, you know, all that
sure.
kind of genre of movies, right?
Oh,
Yep.
sure.
And one of the
yeah.
ladies was, and one of the ladies was standing there, and I just looked at her and I said, "Do you like movies about gladiators?" and again, it was like a flat line, and then one of my boys from down south, way out in the crowd, yells back, and he's like, "You ever spend any time in a Turkish bathhouse?" And I'm like, "Okay, thank you." Like, this is, but it's a fun thing, and it's kind of like, I am, you know, I'm not doing it to embarrass anybody. I'm doing it to like have fun, open them up, make them like just like
Right.
joke and laugh and whatever, and see how they kind of bob and weave with it, you know, and it's just a blast, right? I mean, that's the fun part.
And the Zucker brothers that made those movies are from Milwaukee, so shout out to them. Thank
Oh,
God,
absolutely.
Thank God for Milwaukee for having some great movies or people
Gene
that create those
Wilder.
great movies. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
him too.
Yeah.
And go across to
Yep.
Madison with Chris Farley.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then,
yeah.
A lot of good ones.
and then one last
John
one.
Candy.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
One last one from Beaver Dam, the little town that we're from here, is
Fred McMurray.
Fred McMurray, but also Bobby Hatfield. If
Oh,
you're
wow.
a fan
Okay.
of the Righteous Brothers, he was always the guy in the
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yep. That's my brother always said. Anywho.
Yep.
All right. We
Never close your eyes. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
we're gonna finish that
I don't know.
one
There was
day.
some feedback on there. There was some.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna finish that one day, just so you know.
I just watched Top Gun the other day.
Yeah, all right, there you go.
Thanks.
All right.
Always watching it.
I gotta ask
Lost
you.
it.
I gotta ask you because people are asking all over the place.
Yep.
Will there be a Meltdown 11?
So the answer to that is
Stay tuned.
you know, sorry, the phone went dead. No, you know, here's the thing, right? Is that first of all, like coming off of this one and everything else, the preparation that was involved and what actually goes on behind the scenes for just a small group of us is fairly significant time investment and whatever.
Mhm.
And we don't ever want to deliver a product that is not absolutely spot on. And so to look at, you know, the recovery time, so to speak, of, you know, this is a Cialis commercial. No, to look at the recovery time of you know, of what it takes to do this and plan accordingly and look at that, it's quite intense. So will there be? I'm going to say that, you know,
Maybe.
Okay.
No, I keep like leaving everybody. Stay tuned. Will he? Let's do the. Can you guys cue up the Batman thing like at the end of the Batman show? But tune in next week when.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Same bet time.
yeah.
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 No. You know, we when we're in the middle of it, like right there, we're like we're never doing this again. When we're standing there, right? Like you're in the middle of it, like. You know,
Been there,
you're
done
like
that.
trying to get this done, trying to get that done. You're sweating, everything else, and we're like, now we remember. You know, it's like that's about enough of that. But then afterwards, you know, for me, like again, I you know, I had to have my head on a swivel the entire time. You know, like just you know, and I had a blast, by the way. But I mean, I had a job to do,
Mm-hmm.
and so afterwards, I get to see all the pictures getting posted and all the videos getting posted and all the wonderful things that people are saying and that's why we do it, and that's, you know, what's important. And to hear the real stories about, you know, like you know, we couldn't come, we couldn't whatever, or you know, Kyle, right, you were gone in the military, you got to come this time and you loved it, right?
Yep.
And it's like you don't want that to be your 2 times, your first and your last, you know. So
Yeah, Kyle, come on, keep going. We almost got him.
yeah, no, so I mean, and so that's the thing.
Because
So
last
we
year's
just-
show didn't even compare to this year's show.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
When it
even-
was
Yeah.
called something else. Remember what it was called right now.
Yeah, right. It's you know, and that's also one of the misconceptions is that the Meltdown is the Meltdown is the Meltdown. It's an event that we actually own, and I'll do a little shout out here in a second about something else. But yeah, so I mean, we've got to sit down, we got to run through it, we got to look at the logistics and understand what we're doing, and it's something that you know, we all want to keep doing. We just need to weigh out everything with it. So that's
Right.
not a yes or a no. It's you know, we know what we love with it. We know everybody else loves it and everything else, and it's just funny because I don't think I was I don't think the lights shut off Saturday night, and somebody was like, "So what's the date?" And I'm like, "Guys, like I gotta go use the portage on. Like I haven't been in there all day, you know." Like,
Oh,
so
you got to drink more water then.
yeah. Well, and so the shout out I wanted to do is that you know, so we started when we decided to launch the Meltdown again. We created a foundation. It's called the Vintage Drag Racing Foundation. And it's not real like known or anything else, but what it is, it's an actual 501c3 that I had registered, and it's for the preservation of and education of vintage drag racing and everything that goes with it. And so that's actually like the actual owner of the Meltdown Drags and the Fallout. And part of it is that we started an emergency medical fund for aging racers, you know, all that type of stuff, like helping out, you know, like Iski passing away and whatever that might be, right? Because there's a lot of people that were the pioneers of, you know, our sport that, you know, quite frankly, back then, what were they making? You know, like they'd win a race and they got $100 or something, you know, and it's like, you know, so we have that part for the support, but then also to help support other events that are like-minded and the, you know, and whatever, and that piece of it. And then, you know, to be able to get some different types of sponsorships involved and whatever, and just preserve that in the education, and just it, you know, it becomes a historical thing as opposed to, again, just a race, right? It's an event, it's historical, all those types of things. And then if you guys saw, you know, Saturday night or Friday night, unfortunately, you know, one of the gentlemen ended up crashing, and he was, I believe he was 80 or 81.
Saw Joe's video on that.
Yeah.
She was live streaming when that happened.
Yeah. So 1938, I think, Chevy Coupe, you know, and, you know, it was about 115, 120 at the 8th mile when it went, you know, across the lanes and rolled. Well, you know, his car's totaled. Maybe not totaled, but I mean, it's bad. He was lucky enough to come out with a broken arm and some bumps and bruises or whatever. But, you know, from the auction that we did the other night, or the, you know, 2 nights before that, you know, we were able to contribute a whole bunch of money to kind of get it started, and then just we ended up raising $10,000 for him. Awesome. That we're sending him, you know, a check for that. So that's like all the stuff that wraps into this whole entire kind of thing that we're doing. That's not just everybody just showing up and racing. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a philosophy. I don't know how you want to call it, but yeah, that's what it is.
It's great. And this doesn't really tie in, but I have to say it because I thought it was one thing that you guys did where you hit the nail on the head too, was the North versus South, Joker versus Chick Magnet.
Yeah.
That was freaking cool.
Yeah, well, and that's, you know, so that's kind of like, you know, as we look at the evolution, so to speak, you know, like not trying to say like, hey, this is what we're doing tomorrow, but like the evolution, it's like, okay, we know the vibe we want, we know the, you know, what works, we know what doesn't work, we know, you know, all those different types of things, and it's like, okay, what can we do, you know, if we were to do this again, you know, what types of things would we say, let's take it up a notch? And not a notch like a, you know, hairy crazy and it's like you can't move around and nobody gets to run. I mean, like, what's the next new ride at Disney? You know, what's the next new kind of cool thing? And that North versus South thing was just awesome, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, and we wanted to avoid, like, just nonstop match racing because it loses its excitement, right? Like, you know, it's kind of cool. Like, the old days, the very, very, you know, original days of that type of stuff was you had a race going on and the poster would have 2 headliners, right? I mean, it was Big John Mazamani was coming to take out whoever it was on the East Coast or whatever it might be, right?
Yep.
And so that kind of vibe, too, of reliving that thing and in the same time imparting history and imparting knowledge about how things were, that's what's really important. So,
yes. Well, whatever it ends up being, we're 100% behind you, and really, really hope there'll be another one. And whatever your decision is, you're more than welcome to come back on here and let us all know. And I said, I know
you guys
you've got
are the
ton of fans out there.
Sponsor.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, you guys.
Good.
I was told that you guys were going to send us a check for the title sponsor of the
Maybe
event.
we can buy you a drink.
And I want to say that I appreciate that for you guys because I don't know how you come up with that kind of money, but that's really cool.
Well,
so
I was just talking to Al. I see he's got to put his booty on duty.
back the truck up. We can get an RV there like they used to do at opening day at the Brewers. Anybody remember that stuff?
I'm just a
What?
gigolo.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Here we go.
Everywhere I go. Yep. All right.
Well, instead
Anyway,
of Broadway Bob, you can have off Broadway Al.
Yeah. I mean, hell, there's one of my boys down here. It's the guy that yelled back to me about the Turkish bathhouse. His phrase is, "How much does it pay, and who's gonna know?"
That's good for you.
That is an Al phrase too.
Yeah.
I can-
yeah,
Those are words to live by.
yeah.
Yeah,
That,
exactly.
and I didn't know she was married. But other than that,
Exactly.
hey, Brandon, it's been a blast. Hopefully we can get you back on again with some updates. And
Yep.
like I said,
Thanks for everything. It was awesome.
if you guys missed the Meltdown Drags, I feel sorry for you because it was one of the best events I've probably ever seen. The feel about being inside the thing, and you can ask Kyle for the 2 hours driving down there. I wouldn't shut up about it. He's probably getting sick about me here talking about it, what it would be like. And but to get there and not be let down is a big, wonderful. It's a great thing. So
I just picture Kyle actually sitting in the car, and we go back to the movie Airplane, and he's dumping gasoline on himself, trying to light himself on fire.
well, he actually was.
Yeah, he was driving, so I couldn't pull over and get any gas.
Like, Dad, shut up! I know it's gonna be cool cars.
Close
But-
enough. I can walk from here.
Exactly.
So it was almost like when I
Where are
took
we,
Dad to
Elkhorn?
Gainesville for his first NHRA event, and when he saw Nitro go down the Top Fuel and Funny Car go down for the first time, he wouldn't stop giggling after that either. It was pretty
still
fun.
do. Yeah, I still do.
Awesome.
But all right, Brandon, thank you very much for calling in, and don't be a stranger. We'd love to have you back on here again in the future.
Yeah, thanks everybody. I appreciate it, and thank you, really, honestly, sincerely, for your station. What you guys do, just keeping all the hot rod stuff alive, no matter what it is. It's just awesome, and we need more stuff like that. Not in Wisconsin, you guys got it covered. We can get better. But no, it's just awesome, right? And I mean, that's what's going to keep this stuff going, and I appreciate everything y'all do.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. And like I said, we'll talk to you soon.
All right.
We have the whole pentafecta together. We have the four of us and Allie from Iola on the phone. Allie, welcome back. It's been a while.
Thanks, guys. I know it's been forever. I apologize. It's so good to hear all of you again.
It's not like you were busy or anything, so.
No, you guys either. I know you guys have been, slow and bored since the show ended. So
We had a stretch that started with, like, what was it, back to the 50s?
Yeah.
And it was just hammer time
Or I
from
think
back to the 50s. For
Motostatic
starting
through
at
probably,
Motostatic
yeah.
all the way through.
Last weekend was our first weekend, and it was just Cars and Coffee Sunday.
Yeah, we had a small show. Otherwise, we've been pounding every weekend. But Iola 2026.
yeah, one for the
Holy
books
cow.
for sure.
The Thursday had quite a few people like normal, but Friday, did you guys open up floodgates or something? Because there was so many people.
The people did turn out on Friday. We do not have all the final numbers, and we're really bad at calculating per day, but it for sure felt like a record Friday for us. We have never seen it quite that busy before, which was awesome.
Right. And Thursday wasn't really all that bad temperature-wise. Friday got a little warmer. Saturday was cooking. But
Yeah, we like to heat you up over the weekend.
and what I do is I like to talk to Aaron and Emily and tell them about the weather and the heat and everything, and they're like, "Oh, y'all, this is nice."
Yeah. Yeah, those Texans, they don't mind it at all.
Oh no, because if they come here for like, oh, they almost got a sweater on.
Yeah.
But you guys had, talk about the celebrities you had. I'm trying to blank. Sun
Sun King.
King.
Kang, yep.
Yeah.
So he was Han from the Fast and Furious,
Yep.
and he was actually, he stopped by us on his world tour for his movie Drifter, which is I think it's gonna premiere at the Toronto Film Festival in September. And he was just a massive draw in a way that we were hoping for, but weren't sure what to expect. So
Yeah, that was
a lot
crazy.
of you guys saw him, right? You guys got to chat with him for a little bit.
Yeah, well, I did. I
Yeah.
did when we were
Yeah.
with you that one after the show that day.
But it was kind of funny
Yep.
because we went to the restaurant downtown, the diner. What was it called again?
Oh, Crystal Cafe.
Crystal Cafe. Yep. And of course, it was packed, and we had the pie to die for, which
Yep.
that was very good. But as we're in there, Sun Kang and his group came in, and I thought, wow, I should go and talk. And then I thought, no, I'm not. I'm not going to be that guy. But it was just kind of cool. He's in there, and he was just enjoying Wisconsin. Did you get any kind of feedback on that, or what he thought of the whole experience?
I mean, his team was wonderful. We weren't sure what to expect. We definitely we do Hollywood, but probably not actors like his caliber. Where he's actually been in, like, besides Henry Winkler, been in like serious movies. So we weren't sure what to expect. But the entire team was absolutely wonderful, and the entire weekend, Sung was saying if Iola is a sampling of what Wisconsin and the Midwest has to offer, he said he was proud to be an American, and he said that throughout the weekend. So like it was just cool to hear that. And his team said we were definitely one of their best stops on their entire world tour, and they're going to 20, 30, 40 different countries. So to hear that Iola was their best stop, and that we, showed up for them. Yeah. So it was one of the coolest experiences ever. And they just were great. And it was cool to see everybody that came out, because I would say, 90% of the people that he drew in had never been to the show before. And that's just what you're hoping, is that they get introduced to the show and see it for what it is, and then come back next year. And I think we really did reach that with his entire audience. So.
And I went in there where he was every day just to see what the crowd was like, and couldn't believe the people in that building every day. Like, there's nowhere else to put
fire
people.
Inspector.
Yeah, you were 2 under. You were like there. 4 under the limit. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, sure, exactly.
Did you get to hear the analogy Kyle made that made so much sense to me? And we've shared it a couple times. I don't know if you've heard it, but when Kyle got a chance to talk to him, he made this analogy. And go ahead, Kyle.
Yeah, I told Sung that it was almost like the Fast and Furious is this generation's American Graffiti movie.
Oh, for sure. I 100% agree with that. And I Kyle, we're close in age, and I certainly, like, that's what I grew up on. And, like, yes, they're on Fast and Furious, 25 now? Couple ones.
Yeah, like there's like 11 of them. I just got the box set after meeting Sung. I got them all just so I can have them all.
It's more like the palette set.
Cool.
Holy cow.
And I'm like, just one for American Graffiti, but still the same idea, where car culture with the generation.
So one of the things that we got to experience is we talked to some of the people that were part of the VIP experience. And I've been telling lots of people about it that if you're going to Iola and you're going to go all 3 days, it is definitely 137% the way to do it.
Yeah.
Because, it does get warm there. And you got a place that's air conditioned. You've got drinks. You've got food.
And Beth somehow clones herself to help everybody at the same time.
Oh my gosh,
Like,
she's incredible.
everywhere.
She was in more places than I was, absolutely.
And you look at it with her short little stride. You and I are putting on half the amount of steps that she is, because she's like running around like, where we're just walking.
I wonder what her step counter is versus mine, right?
I bet you it's 6 digits.
Yeah. No, truly, Beth, you are the heart and soul of that, and you've made it what it is. It is just the best way to see this show, because when you think about the cost of food, the cost of drinks, the cost of, like, getting into the show, it's absolutely a great value, and you get all of the, AC and the flush toilets, which are such a luxury at the show, and washing your hands and being able to sit down and rest for a while at your own, private space is super nice.
And parking 17 feet from the fence.
Oh, that's so nice. And right in the middle of a swap meet.
And the lunches were great.
Yeah,
Like,
the food was fantastic.
Brandon
lot of
did a great
benefits.
job with the food. He was incredible.
Yeah. Yep.
So do we have I know it's early, but do you have any big plans for Iola 27?
I think we're going to take it a little bit easier. I don't know the theme yet. They don't tell me until I really need to know and start pushing it, because apparently I talk too much.
What?
Yeah, right. So we'll go to SEMA again this year, and that's where we met Sung last year. So hopefully we can, I don't have any special guests kind of on the books either. So we're looking to schedule those people soon and kind of figuring out what we want to do for next year. But we are still breaking down the show. Like you said, it takes us a good month and a half to get our final numbers and release the 129,000 people and second highest show on record. And that was proven by, we take videos we take drone footage of the parking lots. And like you said, it was bumper to bumper on Friday. And it was good, slow and steady on Thursday to kind of ramp us up for Friday. And Saturday, it was just a slower start, but certainly just as busy, pretty busy on Saturday. So we were very lucky with the weather again, although it was hot. No rain for a car show is mostly what everybody hopes for.
Right.
And, it rained on my vendors a little bit, but I tell them I love them, but I've already got their money, so I'm okay with that.
There you go.
No, yeah. Wait, it's God's control. No, I truly, it did kind of shut things down on Wednesday night for setup, but a lot of people were already in and moved in by that time, so it didn't seem to affect Friday too much at all. Everyone got in the morning and got set up, so very happy about that. But yeah, we're working towards 27 already. We'll be doing our volunteer payout, so that's our next big thing, is tabulating hours the volunteers worked so we can get their organization's checks for the donated time.
Perfect. So
yeah.
I have one story about the celebrities, and that was Derek Berry. Now, we didn't get a chance to talk to Derek because he was screaming busy, and it's fine. I'm not I take the opportunity when it arises, and it never happened, and it's fine. Mm-hmm. But I had bought a shirt for my grandson. My grandson, every time we start the old truck, he's always saying, "Bring the thunder." So I bought a shirt for him, and I asked Jessica, his wife, I said, "Could you have Derek sign this at some point, and I'll come back later in the day?" "Oh, yeah, that's no problem." And I came back right before we were ready to leave on Saturday, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Tom, he hasn't had a chance to sign it yet." "It's okay. Don't worry about it. He's busy. I get it." And she's like, "No, we said we were going to do this." And she went back there, and he was just taking a break for a podcast for O'Reilly's. Mm-hmm. And he looks up. He's like, "Hey, Tom, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Holy cow." That personal attention. And he remembered me because and as I said to Jessica, I said, "Remember me? I was a fat, sweaty guy that brought you donuts last year." "Oh, yeah, we remember." But
how can we forget, right?
But just that, where he took the time to recognize and wasn't like, "Oh, God, I got to sign another one." Mm-hmm. He was awesome. So then what we did is I sent him a video of both my grandkids in the truck saying, "Bring the thunder," and both wearing their shirts from the Little Vice Grip Garage.
Oh, nice.
So anyway, I'm going to ask you in front of tens of people here, are we allowed to come back next year?
I have to really talk to you guys, but yeah, I think so. Yes, we'd be happy to have you guys. Right, we love you. Al wasn't too big of a problem. I didn't have any security reports on him, so. No, we'd love to have you. You guys are great. I think it's a great area over there at the Oasis House, and just to be there to support Beth and enjoy the VIP experience as well. We're very happy, and we appreciate all that you guys do to push our show. You guys are incredible, and we're glad somebody has taken it up to do it to the extent that you guys are doing it, and happy to be a part of it.
Cool. Thank you.
I figured your numbers were up this year because of us.
Yeah, they heard you guys were coming. Were you selling autographs or?
Well, Al finally got to sign an autograph.
Yeah.
Did you, Al?
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, he did.
We had to pay
good job.
him,
Look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, she came up.
Cost him a little bit, but
she came up and she says, "Are you Al?" And he's like, "Yep." And she's like, "I need to get your autograph." And we were all laughing. And she's like, "You guys don't laugh. You're next."
Yeah.
So
great. See, you guys are local celebrities.
Yeah, pretty much.
It all starts somewhere, right?
That's right. But anyway, once again, I want to say thank you for allowing us that opportunity, and we are already looking forward to Iola 2027.
Yeah, to be a part of one of the greatest car shows in the country, it was an honor.
Oh.
Well, we appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much, Al. I'll say Al says for granted right there. We're going to take that one and keep it.
If you need that little bit of a soundbite, let me know. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, we can't wait to have you guys back. 2027 is going to be the 8th through the 10th, Thursday through Saturday again. We're so excited to have you guys. It's closer to the 4th, so this one gets a little tight because everyone's kind of booking it from the 4th, but it's going to be a great year, and we're looking forward to it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have you guys back.
All right. Looking forward to it already. So thanks very much, Allie. I know you got a bunch of stuff to do, so I'll let you get back to work, and we'll talk to you soon.
We'll see you at SEMA.
Sounds good. Thanks so much, guys. See you guys at SEMA.
Well, you'll see Beth probably. I don't think I'm going to go to SEMA.
We'll send you guys pictures. How about
That'll be fine.
Yeah, that's it.
Just send them
All
to
right,
me, and then
guys.
I'll send them to Al because you don't want to get a reply from him. I promise.
Okay. Perfect.
All right.
Bye, Ellie.
Noted.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thanks
See ya.
so much.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Allie.
bye, Allie.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
The Hot Rods, beer and bullshit. It's the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast. Oh, Hot Rods, beer and bullshit. It's the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast.
Here she is, the person that makes me screw up every introduction since the first time she was on the show. It's Leann Pomeroy.
Thanks, guys.
Only 7 takes on that one. It was great.
I was going to say it was a great for your first try, but
Yeah, first try. These guys are all looking at me here trying to, anyway.
He's been walking around the house all day practicing, and he still messed it up.
I was thinking, don't say
Yeah, I was
Leroy,
out
don't
at-
say Leroy, don't say Leroy.
I was out at Slinger on Sunday. They had a big race out there, and I was in the ABC Supply VIP booth. That was really nice up there.
Oh,
It's been
so
about 10 years since I was out there.
so LP was a VIP
For
ABC.
ABC. Perfect.
Now let's talk about SLLB.
Al, she's talking about you. It's a slob.
You're driving me to drink.
All right.
Anyways,
So let's talk
Hot
about your
Rods
car
on
show.
Hampton- Hot Rods on Hampton is the Sunday after Labor Day every year. This year it's the 13th of September. Cars will line up at 6 o'clock. The show will start at 9 and end at 3. Packers play at 3:25, so we always got to make sure we're closing out and getting everybody out of there by then.
Speaking of
And,
Packers, if you're looking for a Grand Cherokee Summit, I have one that was previously owned by Donald Driver. But anyway,
How about that?
yeah. Okay. Sorry, I had to steal that thunder.
Little
So anyway,
shameless self-promotion.
yeah, got to make some money somewhere. All right.
So
So,
the show is September 13th, and it's put on by the Sussex, Lisbon, Lannon, and Butler Optimist Club.
thanks for not making me
And,
remember that.
I am the current and elected president of that club. And so we look forward to a wonderful show. Last year we had 385 cars.
Holy
So
cow.
they're promising our road construction to be done by then so that we can keep that number up. Because
Oh, cool.
otherwise we don't have any room to put those cars there.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you tell them, guys, we're just going to start moving
Yeah.
barricades. Well, cool.
Yeah.
So it's Sunday, September 13th, right down
Yes.
there. And what is the exact, if somebody wants to put in their GPS, what do they put in for their GPS to,
You can put in Butler Napa, and it'll take you right to our entrance.
perfect.
It's 127th and Hampton in Butler, USA.
Perfect. So, yeah, you guys are looking for somewhere to go on the 13th of September. Make sure you check this one out. Damn near 400 cars last year, and they're shooting for over 400 this year. Leann, I know you got a bunch of stuff going on tonight, so thanks for calling in.
Thanks, guys.
And we'll talk to you soon.
And I had a great time at your show when I was there the first night, so I hope to get out there yet this year, but who knows, right?
Right. Yeah, it was a little chilly the first night, and then it was 97 the rest of the nights. We've had one night that was decent so
Yeah,
far.
it was last Tuesday.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Leann.
All right. Take care, guys. Thank you so much.
See
Talk
ya.
to you soon.
Yep. Bye.
Hi, I'm Ed. Hi, I'm Bob. We're with the Wisconsin Specialty Vehicle Alliance, dedicated to preserving our right to restore, modify, and drive our specialty vehicles.
And we're listening to Hot Rod Tuesday podcast.
Whenever you're ready.
For who?
You. History? Yeah.
Oh. Kyle!
Turn Beth's mic back on.
Kyle, wake up.
wait.
Time for
Oh,
history.
yeah, I'm here.
All right.
So, are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
You're playing with the controls. Just want to make sure.
No, Beth's mic was a little hot.
At least it's the controls he's playing with.
This time.
Yeah.
In August of 1914.
14.
Yeah, they had a lighting ceremony for the very first electric traffic lights.
Candles? Oh.
No, electric.
Okay.
Electric.
Do you know where
Ain't
that
that
was?
something?
Where was it?
Pennsylvania.
Newark,
You're
New
close.
Jersey.
Chicago.
Beth is closest. It was in Cleveland.
Oh.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
1915 in Des Moines.
Des Moines.
Des Moines.
Yeah, that's down in Iowa.
I just south of Slinger.
Yeah.
But in Des Moines, they had a mile-long track made out of boards, and it only lasted from 1915 to 1917. But they had their first race there on this board track, 300-mile race, mile-long track, 10,000 people there. And one bad thing that happened there is they had 2 racers got killed and 2 more seriously injured. Part of why that racetrack kind of got taken apart and sold off as lumber. So
Yep.
they didn't keep that one going very long.
They used to race on wood tracks all over the place. Chicago had a big one too. Back in the the 20s.
Big Woody?
Big, they called the track the Big Woody.
1933, over in Los Angeles at Loyola High School Stadium.
Just a sliver of the history of that place.
There we go.
The very first sanctioned midget car race was held. That's where midget racing was.
How'd you do
the
that?
car? The cars, not the people. That is where the midget racing first started.
Were you in the top 5?
At the Loyola High School Stadium in 1933.
Or are you going to get it?
Did you ever see the midgets from back then?
I don't
Those
know.
guys-
Are you talking like
The
Greenland
cars.
Brothers
the cars.
now or the? Okay.
No, the real cars.
Oh, cars. Yeah,
The
yeah.
cars.
Talking about
You know,
people.
we used to have a guy that come out to the car show. Remember the guy who used to bring those 2 midgets?
Yeah, when he
And
first started the show, he was
When he
parked
first-
over there.
Yeah, and he had a car. And I just started talking to him. I was like, God, you guys just had like balls the size of watermelons. You're driving these race cars without a roll cage. He's like,
Watermelon balls.
he's like, you see this one here? I said, yeah. He said, you can see down here where I cut the roll cage off. I said, what? He said, I had the first roll cage car midget with a roll cage at Sun Prairie. And I brought it into the pits, and the inspector's like, what the hell is that? You can't do that. Well, I figured in case I flip over, I'm safer. Take that off of there. You're not racing.
That's what the catch fence is for.
It's
Yeah.
only your head. You'll grow another one.
So yeah, he had his car there. You could see where the roll cage is welded to the frame, and it made him cut it off because
Unbelievable.
I mean, he made it sound like they were you some kind of a pussy or what? Just crazy,
And now we put helmets on little kids that ride their bikes.
right?
In 1944.
Oh, yeah. Back to Kyle.
Yeah. We're going back to the Volkswagens. But in 1944, the Volkswagens, they had to stop production for a while because they were afraid of the Allied bombing the factory.
Go figure.
So that never happened. But they got going again in 1945.
The V2 Volkswagen.
And in 1956, over at a race in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Lee Petty was racing in his car. And on the 32nd lap, he stopped right in the start and finish line, climbed up the flag stand, and red flagged the race.
Why, do you have to pee or what?
Oh, no. The conditions of the track were really bad. It was really, really dusty conditions. The drivers couldn't see anything. So Lee Petty...
That's what makes it fun.
Lee Petty stopped the race, got up on the flag stand, waved the red, and never got restarted and never finished it or rescheduled it.
In today's day and age, they say the track has character. No, it means it's rougher than a bitch, is what they're saying. But yeah, now they say it has character.
I guess a lot of the drivers were pretty upset, and the officials did nothing about it. So Lee himself got out and took care of it.
Perfect.
What are you doing?
Just go ahead, keep going.
Tom's got to pee. Go ahead.
You're like squirming around over there a lot. In 1975,
75.
yeah, Robert Plant was driving around in Greece. You know Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin.
Why is he driving in grease? Chicken grease?
I know, this is why he
What
crashed.
kind of grease?
He ended up getting a crash over in Rhodes, Greece. I've actually been there. And he smashed his ankle and his elbow, not fully fit for 2 years. And they had to cancel the upcoming Led Zeppelin tour because they had to focus on giving his injuries a whole lot of love.
I knew there was a punchline in there somewhere.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
In 1986, Knight Rider had his last episode.
Did you ever
Yeah.
watch it, Knight Rider, Al?
No.
Really?
Serious. I thought it was stupid. Sorry.
Really? I thought
I'm not sorry. It was stupid.
Knight Rider was great. They had a talking car and everything.
Yeah, Mr. Feeney.
No. I like Mr. Ed. Talking horse is way more believable than a talking car.
Sounds about right.
And the last thing in 2006 is when Talladega Nights hit the theaters. So that's 20 years ago this year.
Wow.
That's 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Double. Huh.
yeah, they can't believe it was that long ago. Anywho, we're going to slide right into
Slide right in. Here we go.
giggity.
Well, you should say shake and bake.
Yeah. So we're going to go right into the Buzz with Beth. Beth, what do you got coming up this weekend?
Well, you already talked about Simcoe a little bit. So
Yep.
we got Simcoe coming up Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
I do that, I get slapped.
Well, she knows I'm being helpful, not annoying.
Right,
Oh.
exactly. Simcoe. And then on Sunday, there's really a cool show at the Watertown Auto Fest car show, August 9th.
Yep. It used to be, just because it used to be Riverfest,
Riverfest,
but
yeah.
Riverfest
Yeah, they're not
is
doing
no
that this
more.
year.
Yeah.
They're doing it next year.
Riverfest,
Riverfest is back next year, yeah.
Huh.
They
Yep.
took a year off to get a better, more money raised for a better band or something like that, I saw.
Yeah, you
More
know.
better, yeah.
This one, I believe, is going to veterans also. $10 to enter the show, additional $5 to be judged. So, and that one's going for the vets.
I think Al can judge you for free.
He does every Tuesday.
This is true, I do.
Yep, exactly. But they've got bingo from 10 to 11:45. So,
Bingo.
Bingo.
absolutely.
But yeah, we mentioned Simcoe. We talked about a little bit earlier. We'll be there Saturday after. Are you still going to be there Saturday afternoon?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, but we'll be there Saturday afternoon. Me and Kyle and Al will be there. Or Kyle, Al, and I, if you, Mrs. Beard are still listening.
Good Lord.
But we'll be there. Going to experience Simcoe after dark. No cameras allowed, so here we go.
So I'll be there taking pictures.
Look for me in the river.
Oh, boy.
But I'm going to focus on, like, not the Al stuff. I'll focus on the fire on the pond and things like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So the Ring of Fire, you guys, jeez.
Yeah, I think he might have been breaking the limit a little bit.
He was going about 100. Holy
Good thing
balls.
that road's closed.
Rocket car.
Just right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody just flew by back here.
Yeah. Going back to Simcoe, we'll be there Saturday night, and make sure you stop and say hi. I don't know where exactly we're going to be, but
River.
checking out. Al will be in the river.
We make it
Wait,
about
right?
10 feet until Dad talks to somebody else, so it'll be pretty easy to find.
Yeah, we don't get very far. I'll have to wear like a costume or something so nobody knows who I am.
Right, you'll still stop and you wave people down from half a mile away.
Right.
Yeah. Saturday. The last time we went on a Saturday, remember Terry?
Terry.
Did he back it up?
No. Well, the guy was like, "Hey, I'm Terry."
Oh,
yeah.
Anywho. So I guess
Hopefully you see the captain down there this time of midnight.
Captain Midnight. I don't know if he'll be there or not. I can give him shit about his international incident that he
Yeah.
caused. So Al,
Yes.
the shit that Al says. What do you got this week?
Oh, boy.
Well, I finally took Beth's advice. I went to see a shrink.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah. After about a half hour with him, he says, I know what the issue is. You have a split personality. He says, and that'll be $200. I thought, $200 for half an hour. So I threw the guy $100 and I said, get the rest from the other asshole.
Sounds about right.
yeah.
Sounds about right.
So you walked back in and paid the other 100, right?
Bad Al.
All right. So we're gonna get up to our our upcoming car shows. Wednesday nights in Windsor at the A&W. You got a cruising night from 4 to 7. On the
Menominee.
well, do this
Oh,
one
wait.
here.
Oh.
Do yours here.
I'm on it.
Oh, my. Literally.
Here we go, the 36th annual Nude Car Show. This will be from August 7th to the 9th this
That's
year
this weekend for you.
That's this
Yeah.
weekend, right?
at the
Oh,
Valley
you'll be
View
But you are still going to
Recreation Club.
Simcoe, right? You're going to find time for that outside of Simcoe?
There'll be a nude car show in Simcoe. Is what's going to happen.
Exactly. Okay, at the Valley View Recreation Club. This is going to be in Cambridge. They've got a whole lot of things scheduled. So, yeah, it looks like fun. If you're not going to be at Simcoe, be at
But
the
I
Nude
did-
Car Show.
I did find it pretty ironic that they donated T-shirts to our door prizes last week.
Yeah.
They did. They
Yeah.
did. I forgot
Yeah.
all about that. Thank you very
So it was
much.
nice of them, but I thought it was kind of funny.
Anyway, coming up on the 8th is the All Corvette show at Kai's Chevrolet and doot.
Menominee.
I'm gonna miss that after next week.
No, you won't.
Yeah, well,
Well, that makes one of us.
yeah. It's at Kai's Chevrolet, 303 Oak Avenue in
Menominee.
More information, you can check out Chevytown USA. No information. No admission or entry fee. Food truck, DJ. All the money goes to Stepping Stones, which is help for the homeless, I believe, in that area. Also on
Beth, help is coming your way.
It's coming my way, you bet.
Also on Saturday, the Doylestown Show-Off Car Show benefits the fire department in Doylestown. So if you're not going to Simcoe on Saturday, you can stop up at Doylestown. Registration is from 8:30 to 11. Show is from 9 to 1. And the awards at 1 o'clock. They have a whole bunch of sponsors, and they have voting by entrants and participants, and a whole bunch of different awards there, too. And once again, it benefits the fire department in Doylestown. And we can't help our first responders enough, in my opinion.
Agreed.
I agree.
So
you and I finally agree on
We
something.
agree on something.
Wow.
Finally.
Jeez Christ, here we go.
Yeah.
And then there's one coming up here. This is a new one. We've never read this one. This is the first time it's been announced in real life. You guys all remember Cabby's, where we had the spring show?
Great show.
That was
Yeah.
good.
So
Great
he's
barbecue.
having a poker run on Sunday the 16th, and so they have all sorts of stuff going on.
Not
So it's
that kind of poker.
Yeah, Else you're poking Beth.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
visualize what you want.
So $35 ticket to get in the poker run. For the participation of the poker run, you get there, you can have a screwdriver, Bloody Mary, mimosa. There's a buffet brunch and sandwich inside. And from 9:30 to 10:45, you're starting at Cabby's Grill and Patio, so you can have your drink right there, and the buffet will be there also. And then you take off, you're going all the way up to a farm up by Otsego and the Columbus area, up in that area. He said bring your own beverages for that. So it's kind of like a wedding venue is the way he told me. He said they got a big barn with a bar on the inside of it, and they have all sorts of cool stuff, buildings there where guys end their lives. Get married.
Wow.
Same thing.
Yeah. I did that for you, Al.
Thank you.
We're tight that way. And then after that, they're going to go to the Depot Country Bar, which used to be JJ's out in South Beaver Dam. And from there, they go on to Spirits in State Street in Fox Lake. And then after that, they go back to Cabby's Grill and Patio for poker draw, a sandwich, and a side. So you're not only, you get out of that $35, you get to eat and drink, and all sorts of stuff's included. Not to mention you got the poker run, which I have all sorts of prizes too. Cards are going to be drawn at Cabby's. So like I said, if you want to do that, make sure you're there on the 16th by 9:30 in the morning.
Is that for any kind of, is that car, motorcycle, whatever?
Anything. Anybody wants to come in, you
Bicycle.
can. Yeah, you can
Bicycle,
do
yeah.
it. And then the next one, where we're going to do an on-site podcast at the Newburgh Lions Car Show. It's the 40th annual.
Newburgh.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
Beth,
that's every year for 40 years.
40 years ago, they had the first car show. You were a year old at that time.
Yeah, you betcha.
I wasn't even born.
You lie like a dog. Look at poor Tom.
Anyway, it'll be Sunday, August 16th, also from 7 to 3. They have coffee and donuts at 7 o'clock for your early risers. $8 for vehicle, and they got dash plaques, music, door prizes, 50-50 raffle, food and beverages. And as I remember last year, the food there was pretty good.
It's really good.
It's right there on the river, the Milwaukee River.
I'll be in the
Newburgh. I'll be in the river.
Imagine that.
Good, come on, it's great, come on.
The
As I
fish are
said,
biting.
don't want that. He'll have his worm out. So if you guys want to see us live and in person and watch us do a podcast,
We'll
and I think
apologize now. Yeah.
I think we might try and do like we did in what was that other place we were at and did one?
Clinton?
No,
Iola?
Iola. Where we
Oh.
actually where we try to record the whole thing. I think that would be kind of fun
Keep your phone out of the sun.
or dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was also like stupid hot that day.
It's just a
But anyway,
little
yeah.
Oh, you
we'll-
mean recorded video?
Hotter
Record
than the
video.
hinges to the gates of hell. Yeah.
Or like Beth says, hotter than a devil's dog. I was so
Devil's dog.
surprised that you said that.
I-
But anyway,
Naughty girl.
down.
You liked it.
I do.
Yeah, me too. Here we go. So yeah, make sure you check that show out. It's a great show. Been going on for 40 years, and it's a really awesome venue. A river runs through it. I tried to go fly fit, and I did not.
No.
Remember when we used to count as awesomes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
shut
it's time
up,
to start again. I caught myself saying it a couple times tonight, and I thought about that.
Yeah, we'll have to do instead of a swear jar, we'll do an awesome jar.
There you go.
And August 23rd, the Colin Lucas Memorial Show. We'll be down at that one too. That is going to be down in Evansville. And Beth, you're coming, right?
All right,
You're
we'll
going
have
to follow
look
us
at the
down?
date.
August 23rd.
I know.
It looks like August of today, and it's got a 23 on the back instead of whatever day we're at today.
4.
4.
4.
But yeah, we'll be down with that one too. And another new one, Saturday, August 29th. It's the Lively Lowell Car Show and Craft Fair at Lowell Memorial Park. So if you've been here at Hot Rod Tuesday, it's about 4 miles down the road.
Yeah.
Give or take, yeah.
In the one of the twin cities of Lowell and Reeseville.
Yeah, I think there's even a low mileage sign right in the yard where we do the car show.
There you go.
Is there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is, but
So yeah, just right down the road. If
Yeah,
you
not far.
leave in the bar parking lot, you turn to the right and step on the gas pedal for about 4 minutes, and you're in Lowell by the park. So can't miss it. So for car show participation, you want to call or email Chris at the Mystic Car Club at mysticcarclub@gmail.com, or you can call Chris at 920-296-0043. Same thing with the Cabbie show. Make sure you get a hold of Cabbie if you want to get on that poker run, so he's got a head count for that. Almost forgot to say that. Second annual Volksfest car show, and it's an ethnic German festival, and that'll be Saturday, September 12th at Tanner Park, kind of in the area where we had our Celebrate Waupun car show. And that's free admission, free parking, door prizes. If you get in the car show, you get a free brat or burger. From 3 to 7, you got the Good Time Dutchmen are going to be playing. They have a 5 o'clock fish fry.
that's us, too.
That's on Friday night. Friday night is a Good Time Dutchman. 5 o'clock fish fry, and 7 to 10 is Copper Boxes playing. But the Saturday events, 8 o'clock pancake breakfast for you guys that are early risers. Car show from 8 to 3. Waupun Warrior Blast Capelli, what you said was what? Was that
I don't
again?
remember anymore. Wasn't it a band or something?
Something.
I have no idea.
The Bruggen family, and all sorts of different bands going on. September 18th and 19th, Dash to the Dells. If you've got it's from the Badgerland F100 Club.
Hang on, folks. He's halfway there.
So the Great F100 weekend, they got a Friday cruise, Saturday show and shine, dash plaques, awards, door prizes, valve cover races.
Well, I tried looking that word up, and I ended up autocorrecting it to blasphemy. And it turns out the Blasphemy is a Canadian metal band.
Oh, there you go.
Go figure. What the hell is a valve cover race?
Really?
It's like you used to do with the Boy Scouts and the wood cars,
Okay.
except you put wheels on a valve cover.
Really? You might see that at Simcoe.
Yeah.
Really?
But yeah, the F100 Club, that's going to be on September 18th and 19th.
They do valve cover races in the river?
No.
Well, then I won't see it.
Well, when you get out from the river.
The hell I'm getting out.
Burial at Sea this weekend at Simcoe.
Yep.
All right. So the Dash to the Dells, if you have an F100, is going to be show registrations $30. And if you have any questions about it, you want to get a hold of Megan Connor at 608-513-1211. And she'll be able to help you out. And then September 20th is the Downtown Kewaskum Car Show. It's going to be at a big car or a parking lot in downtown Kewaskum. If you get into Kewaskum, you can't miss it. And dash packs for the first 150 cars. Proceeds benefit Alex Foyt Baldwin. And they also ask, please, no burnouts, because they're probably worried about the liability like the rest of us.
Yes.
And then the last one I have in my hand, right? Long one. Green Lake Car Show. It's
Oh
gonna
my
be
God, the best show ever.
Yep. Craig Culver himself looked at my truck that day,
He walked right past it.
but he looked at it.
I wasn't there to verify, so
I saw
can't.
the picture, and if I dig it up, I'm sure I can find it.
But I've been to his restaurant enough to buy one of them, I think.
Anyway, it's the Golden Days Harvest Fest in Green Lake, and the show's from 8 to 3, rain or shine. And you guys want to bring your wives to this one, because Beth can say as a female participant, there's all sorts of female type stuff like craft fair stuff. Guys, bring your wallets.
Yep.
Craft fairs can't pay for themselves.
Yep.
So make sure you check that out. They usually have, 300-400 cars at that one.
Yeah.
A lot of cars there. And they have the food thing downtown. What do they call it? A food?
A restaurant.
No, it's not a
No.
restaurant.
Okay.
It's down the street. All kinds of food down the street.
Shut up.
God damn it.
But yeah, they have awards. They have all sorts of different things. They have
They give away
50-50
cash.
raffles, give cash raffles.
Cash, yeah.
But yeah, it's like a food fair thing right downtown where the local restaurants will set up in a little tent, and then they got all their food out there too. So yeah, or you can go to the actual restaurants if you want to. But that's all I got for you guys. Sorry we got a little long-winded tonight, but it was a fun one. And we will see you guys next week, Tuesday, at Hot Rod Tuesday, where we have, I don't have it in front of me. What's the name of the band next week, Kyle?
That is Eddie Rivers and the Wurlitzer Kings.
The Wurlitzer Kings, yeah. The only person that's ever played at Leipzig who's also played at the Grand Ole Opry stage and played all over the world.
O-L-E, not old.
Okay. The Grand Ole Opry.
That's a pet peeve of mine.
Right, if you're going to say it right.
Yeah, it's a pet peeve.
Okay.
I hate it when people say old Opry.
Sven and Oli.
Yeah. Okay. He's played a lot of cool places and played with a lot of neat people. He played with Willie Nelson.
And all that time, he was asleep at the wheel.
Yeah. Played with asleep at the wheel. And we don't know who the food's going to be unless one of you call us and say, hey, we'll do the food. But other than that, we'll see you guys next week. And, yeah, with that, make sure if you hear us and you talk about us and that you like and share and do all the things that you do on social media. I was going to read the script, but you know what? That gets a little long-winded and stupid. So if you guys hear this podcast and you think, well, these guys are all right, make sure you do a like and share. If you think we're the stupidest thing ever,
like and share.
Still like and share. And just say, you won't believe how dumb these people are. We'd like that too.
Yeah, two of them. I can't believe how two of them are.
Yeah.
Right,
All right.
and get out there and drive them.
Yep. All right. Have a great week.